Hey everyone, and welcome to Quayzar's Customs. Today we're going to do some tweaking on this Bolt Hellcat. And what I have in front of you is an all-stock Bolt Hellcat. Nothing special about it. All-stock engine, stock transmission, exhaust. I even kept the tires stock. Picked this car up in a junkyard quite some time ago, and it's been sitting in parking. And well, today I've got it all rebuilt. We're gonna take it out to the speed shop or speed track and see what it can do. Um, just for giggles though, we'll throw it over on the dyno just to see what she can lay down. Now, considering there's not a whole lot with this car, I'm not expecting too much. I'm expecting the 269 horsepower, not a whole lot. Yeah, see the 269 at 363. Alright, so completely stock. So let's see what we can do with this at the track. We'll do some testing and tuning of this thing. Go up here to the speed track. Alright, that speed track's basically a drag strip, and we'll see where we get. See up in the upper left hand corner, 0 to 30, 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and top speed. I am not expecting this thing to get hit 200 miles an hour, but we'll see. As you notice, when the transmission shifts, it kind of dips way down. It really needs to be a little tighter than that. Not too bad, not too bad. We're running a 0 to 30, 2.165, 0 to 60 at 5.013, and 100 at a 12.845. Not too shabby. Alright, so let's return to the garage. So the car held its own. Again, not too bad. Stayed straight. I wonder if we can get some more speed out of it. So, what we're going to do is we're going to throw the car over on the left. And I wonder if we can get any more speed out of it with tires and tires alone. So, I've come across this website, tire calculations. I'm wondering if, by chance, if we were to replace the tires on here, maybe a taller tire? Maybe a, I don't know. What are these? These are 215/65. Oh, these are 14s. Yeah, that's right. So, what if I were to put a set of 16s on it? Well, we are going to give that a shot. So, I'll get a couple of these that are 16s. But what tire would be a little bit smaller than what we have? 215/65/14. Alright. So what I have come across is this website. Tire size calculator. Alright. Right now we're running a 215/65 14. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so my diameter is 25 inches. Where is it? I thought. Anyway, so this will give you like a comparison. So we'll get the 215, 65, 14, right? What do we want to go with? We want to go with a 215. I want to jump it up to a 16-inch wheel. So I'm guessing this will be about a 40. Ooh. Let's see. So wheel size 2 is what I was wanting to go to. So 25 inches on the originals, 22.8, which means it would be a smaller wheel. Smaller wheel would have more revolutions per mile. See what happens with the smaller wheel, shall we? So we'll go with the 215 40/16. Alright, so back in here, we'll pick up the same tires because they seem to be, actually they're doing not too bad. So 216, 215. What did I have, 45 or 40s? Alright. Mount these puppies up. See what we can get out of this. Let's see if it makes any difference with a smaller wheel. Don't know if it does or not. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks so funny underneath there. But we're just doing this just to see what it does with the speed. I think maybe a taller tire may give you a little more speed, but I'm not sure. Take it back to the speed track. Okay. The smaller set of wheels, let's see what she does. Alright, we ready. Let's go. So, do you notice how it dips down so low? Yeah. We may have to fix that too. Look at that, we went from a top speed of 132 to a top speed of 125. So smaller tires will hinder your top end speed. Alright, so we know the short ones, what they're doing. So let's try possibly a set of tall ones. So these are 16s, right? So we'll go with a set of, I think this is what we want to do here. Alright, so for the tire calculator, let's see. I want a taller tire. What if I went with the 45? Oh, 55? Ah, a little slightly taller. So you see down here, the comparison, we're like 1.2% taller. We went from a 25 inch to 25.3. Could actually go with a 60 and make it even more dramatic. How's that? We'll go with a 60. So we've got like 0.4 point plus 4.8% of an increase. Went from a 25-inch diameter wheel to a 26.2 diameter. We'll see how that works out. Hop in, buy some tires. 116. Stick with the 215s. And we were going to go with the 60 profile. 40, no, we want the 60-inch profile. So by that chart, these are taller tires. We'll probably get a little more speed out of it. Oh, that's not right. I so messed that one up. Yeah, that's what you get for not paying attention, boys and girls. See, now a 16-inch wheel looks a heck of a lot better underneath there. At least that's my opinion. What the 60? So if I'm thinking about this right, we lost about 7 miles per hour top end speed on the speed track with the smaller tires. With these slightly dramatically taller tires, we should get just the opposite. So we should get, I don't know, we should be running about 139 maybe? Because we did 132. Alright, and here we go. Not too bad on the 0 to 30 speed, 0 to 60 speed. We've dramatically reduced those. 0 to 100 speed, 12.431. Oh, we've almost reduced that by half a second. Ooh, 134. Alright. So what we have proved is if you go run with the taller tire, you will get a little more top end speed out of it and a little quicker off the line. With the smaller tires, slows it down a little bit. So I guess that's how we're going to look at that. Alright, next up, I'm thinking, let's see what we can do with the transmission. We were getting getting some good things out of it. So let's try and do the tuning transmission. Now, if you have not downloaded the transmission yet, transmission tuning, download content, you need to do that now. It's free. Get it in your system. It is, I mean, it's free. What can I say? Alright, so we're going to throw this transmission in. Alright. So with a tuning transmission in it, you're right. If you right click on the car, you get this tune parts. So this is the tuning ratio for the transmission. Me personally, I think a 3.0 ratio is kind of lousy. I want to go with a 410, which means, you know, basically I want to say that it's like 4 revolutions of your drive shaft to 1 revolution of your tire. Basically, it's the ring and pinion of your rear end. With this setup, this tells you the max speed for each of them. Now, this isn't too bad because we want to make sure that we're not dipping the RPMs down too far. So we are going to adjust these, at least in my experience, you know, between 15, 20, keeping them high. Now this has only got me at 70 miles an hour, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, let me add a couple more gears here. 70, I think I want to go with 95 would have been good. Let's throw one more in there just for giggles. I don't think she'll go much faster than 140. Save it. Let's go back to the track. Alright, we're back at the track. We have that tuned transmission in it. Let's see what we can get out of it. Ooh. Yeah, that wasn't good. We lost a little bit of time on that. So you saw where it kind of bobbled there at 3rd and 4th, or 2nd and 3rd. We need to decrease that a little bit. Oh, I only got 132 out of it. Maybe because of that boggle. Alright, let's take a look at our transmission again. She was kind of tapping out at 50. That's increased at, yeah, it says 15. It's increased that to 60. Increased that to 80. Increased that to 100. 120, 140. I think that'll work. Alright. Telling you, this is a lot of work trying to figure out what to do with these cars. Try to get the most out of them. Oops. Alright, let's give it another shot. Second and 3rd. Alright, so little issue with second gear. Second gear, we needed to go higher on second gear because it was just peaked out. So go with 40. Alright, let's do this again. Alright, so the object here is to get some smooth shifting, get the most out of the engine. Yeah. Smooth shifting, we're doing good. We're still only going to get 132 out of her though. Alright. Alright. Looks like we got the transmission down to a science. We've got the right tire size on, I believe. That's where we want to be. Now, you know what? I want more power. That's why I built this beautiful motor over here. I am believing we want to throw some more horsepower into this. So, we are going to do just that. Why not, right? So I built the engine over on the stand. Not exactly sure the amount of horsepower everything will provide, and we'll soon find out. So I'm going to put in custom exhaust system. Okay. Oh, and by the way, once you've tuned the transmission, it stays tuned for you. Your settings stay there, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna put I'm gonna take this fuel pump out and put a racing fuel pump in her. Alright. You need to go away. Move you over to 1. Pull that engine out. Take this engine off. And if you ever do this and you're confused on which engine's which, right? The green engine here that's in green, that is the engine you just pulled out of the car. Okay? I've made that mistake a couple of times. Crazy, I know. Let's go ahead and put that engine back on this stand just as a display. No, I didn't want to rotate you. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look too bad in there. Go ahead and throw some oil in it. Let's take it to the track, find out what's going on. Alright. Remount my transmission. Oh, that's not the one I want. I want my tuned one. Alright. I'm gonna move you to the dyno. Let's see what you have over here. Dyno time. Some nice improvements. Look at that, 482 horsepower with 623 pounds of torque. Yikes. Alright. Significant improvement over what we had before. So let's take her to the speed track and see what she can do. Alright, and here we go. Oh, transmission needs some help. Oh, we are pegged out. So we need to lengthen those gears up a little bit. Alright, back to the garage. Holy cow. Alright, we need to reset some of these. Okay. First gear, we need, it needs to get up there, so we'll go 35. Go 55. 80. 100. 125. 45. 165. Okay. Let's save that. Let's see what we get out of that. We need to have some smooth shifting and a solid launch. Yeah, wasn't too bad. Let's restart that. Now, when we restart it, make sure you keep an eye on the miles per hour and your RPM gauge, okay? So you want to keep your RPMs as high as possible and keep burning through the gears. So here we go. Pretty happy with it. I'm just not quite sure about that one gear. My first gear is geared down to 35. Stay at 38. Okay. Oh, much better. Okay, honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. What I do want to do though is change these wheels around a little bit, just because I'm not a big fan. So now we had these set up a certain way to get the most out of them. So hopefully I'm not going to mess it up too much by doing what I'm about ready to do. What I want to do is go with a wider stance on these. And let's see, I actually need the Atlanta rims in size 16. And I'm going to go with a different style of tire. I'm going to go with the race tire Bs, get 217s. I'm actually going to go with a set of 305s on the back of it. Set of 40s. I think that'll work. Kind of guessing at that one. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Jeez. Race tire B. Now I'm just going to stick these on because it's my personal preference of what wheels and tires I want on it. Sell these off. Now for the front, so I want to stay with the 14s. I think I want to stay with the 14s on the front. 16s on the back, 14s on the front. Oh man. May look a little ridiculous, but I think it'll look okay after I get done with it. Alright. Alright, separate those puppies out. We go shopping here. On race tire B, 1, 2, 14. Go with the 265. And we'll go with a 40 profile. That's good. I have no idea how this is going to affect the car on the drag strip. We're getting ready to find out. That might be a little too small for the front, but we'll see. Alright, here we go. First test, brand new treads. Slight bobbling first. Looks like it slowed down a little bit. Maybe because of the tires. Alright, so tires may have contributed to it, but I believe I'm still a little off on my gear ratios here. It bobbed just a little bit, so we're going to raise this up to 40. Take that to, let's see. Yeah, 54 was fine. Probably could have done. Yeah. Alright, let's save that tune, see what we get. It's all about tweaking the numbers. Alright, let's give this another shot. Slight bob, but not nearly as bad. $160. Alright. So there you have it. Some tuning tips on tires and with the transmission. So no matter what, when you're laying down some heavy horsepower out there, have to get that transmission tuned in just right. Otherwise, your car will be all over the road. So for now, I think I'm going to leave you. And let you do your thing. Again, what I'll do is I'll leave that link for the tire size calculator in the description below. Use it as a resource to, match up your tires. See what you want. So, I'm not too fond of those front wheels on this. Maybe I'll change them up a little later. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Again, it's just all a matter of tweaking out the car, get your horsepower down, and take it to the track. If it starts to spin out, start looking at changing the transmission gear ratio so it's not shifting so hard. Keep the shifts close. Keep the shifts in the high RPM ranges of your car. If you're having problems with traction, try different sets of wheels. I have noticed that with a slightly wider wheel, you'll get a little bit better traction. Now, with some experimentation, I don't know if the slicks do anything more than the tires I have on this vehicle right now. These Race 1 tires. They seem to be about the same. So, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your experiments have come up with. Alright? Okay, this is Hurst Quayzar. Coming to you from Quayzar's Customs, and I am out.